Marisol, a single mother and recent immigrant from Guatemala, works 2 jobs to support her 3 children in a cramped, mold-infested apartment. Her 8-year-old son, Diego, has been acting out at school, throwing chairs, refusing to follow instructions, and shouting that he hates everyone. The school has threatened expulsion, and a child welfare report was filed after Diego told his teacher, "Mommy hits me when I'm bad, but it's okay. She does it because she loves me." During your first home visit, Marisol breaks down in tears. She shares that in her community, a light spank is seen as a loving act of discipline, a way to teach respect and keep children safe in a dangerous world. She fears losing Diego to foster care, a system she distrusts deeply after witnessing neighbors in her home country have children unjustly taken by authorities. "I left everything to give my kids a better life," she says, "but here, I'm just another abusive immigrant." Do you prioritize immediate child safety by mandating parenting classes and monitoring, risking further alienation of a traumatized family? Or do you lean into harm reduction, partnering with Marisol to adapt culturally rooted discipline practices while addressing systemic stressors? How do you uphold ethical obligations to Diego's well-being without replicating the trauma of state intervention Marisol fears? This dilemma lives in the gray space where cultural humility collides with child protection, where poverty is mistaken for neglect, and where a mother's love is judged through a lens she didn't choose. What does true safety look like here, and who gets to define it? How do we distinguish between harmful discipline and culturally rooted practices, and who decides? When Marisol says this is how we show love, how do we honor her truth while addressing Diego's trauma from both school stress and physical punishment? Is Diego's acting out a behavioral problem or a symptom of overcrowded classrooms, anti-immigrant bullying, and the toxic stress of poverty? Can we ethically demand parenting changes without addressing the mold in their apartment, Marisol's 14-hour workdays, or her fear of deportation? How does state intervention, even with good intentions, replicate the trauma Marisol fled? If Diego is removed, will the system protect him or further destabilize a child who equates being good with not getting torn from his mother? Is safety only physical? What about the emotional safety Diego loses if he internalizes that his family's love is wrong? What about Marisol's safety as a marginalized caregiver navigating systems rigged against her? Can we hold Marisol accountable for harm without shaming her? How might we collaborate with her community's elders or promotores to explore discipline alternatives that align with her values? Even if we fix this family, what changes when the root causes, racism, poverty, lack of linguistically accessible services, remain? How do we shift from policing parents to dismantling the conditions that fracture their capacity to thrive?